welcome back to another Rapido Trains video. Now, you guys will know that we like to make lots and lots of videos for each and every one of our products. But the truth of the matter is, the last few months we have been incredibly busy. We have not stopped with the current range of products that are on the go, stuff that's in development, and all the really exciting stuff that we have yet to tell you all about. The result of that is we've got a little bit behind with some of our videos, and it suddenly dawned on us that we had not one, not two, but 3 wagons which we hadn't done a video for. So we thought we'd better play catch up. So here they are. So we have a rather odd looking freight train, I can see you say. Well, you're quite right, of course. We've got a Great Western towed brake van, a Great Western Loriot Y, and a British Rail OAA. Many of you would say you wouldn't see those together, but actually it could have been possible. We'll come back to that later on. Let's start with the oldest wagon in the fleet, and we're going to start with the AA20 towed brake van. Now, this design was started in production in 1934 and continued through a couple of batches. The quintessential Great Western towed, it's four-wheeled, balcony on one end, the cabin inside for the guard. Very, very similar to many of the other diagrams of tows that were out there. Of course, though, this one was found at the back of a train in a very special film, the Titfield Thunderbolt, which of course we are exclusively producing. And as such, we had to produce it for the film pack, so we thought, why not release it as a separate item? We decided we would do a full Rapido spec on this model, so not only do the outsides look absolutely perfect, there is also the usual Rapido level of detail on the underside, just as you would see with our Canadian friends models. But as Jason said in the last newsletter, we are the superior company, so we thought, why not go one step further and put in the full interior. As typical with a Rapido product, we are going to do multiple variations of the towed. We are offering 2 different roofs, a short and a long rain strip version. There will also be 2 different styles of wheels with both disc and spoked wheels catered for, along with different height of footsteps as modified during their careers. Livery wise, we're going to offer everything from Great Western liveries through to the British Rail liveries through to some of the departmental liveries. Some of these survived on the British Railway network until the 1990s. So moving forward in time slightly, we are going to move away from the towed now, and we are going to move forward to the Loriot Y. Now, these little things started production in 1937 when the first one was built, and a second was built in 1939. They were machinery trucks. They were designed for moving excavators and bulldozers to the site of major works and track renewals all across the Great Western network. At the time, they were based at Swindon, and the markings on the vehicle said they were to return empty to Swindon. Only 2 were built. They were a little unusual, and possibly a little bit niche, I hear you also shout. Well, of course, one of these also appeared again in the Titfield Thunderbolt underneath Dan's house. That vehicle was sadly scrapped not long after the film, but the other one remained in use on the national network again until 1990, before moving into preservation in 1994 on the Severn Valley Railway. Let's have a look at some of the details on this model. So this model is a rivet counter's dream. All the way along the main frame sections are hundreds of rivets, all of which have been faithfully recreated. As you can imagine, there's not a lot of room to put a weight on a model like this. There's no floor level to hide it underneath. So what we have done, again looking at our lovely amounts of underframe detail we like, the main frame section underneath has been made as a cast metal part with injection moulded plastic for the body to give it as much weight as possible to aid with running. Whilst we're underneath, it's worth having a look at the wheels, which are fitted within nice brass bearings, and all the very fine brake rigging has been installed. This brake rigging is a little bit of a work of art from a design point of view. If you look at the wagons, the ends of the well are actually open, and of course you can see all the parts. So to actually be able to model these in full detail and be assemblable and durable for running on your layout has been quite a challenge, but our designers have done a beautiful job with it. The well itself, the well of the wagon has got the replicant wooden floor on it. We are also going to offer tie-down rings and tie-down points in a poly bag. They moved around during the wagon's life, and the 2 vehicles even had them in different locations, so by offering them in a poly bag you'll be able to look at photographs of the correct era and fit them in the right places yourself later on. Overall, a very, very nice and somewhat different wagon for operating on your railway. Would look fantastic with an excavator or a bulldozer chained down to it. Livery wise, they didn't carry a lot of things. It's a little bit like Ford cars. It's any colour you want as long as it's grey in this case. Great Western Grey, the ZXO and ZXP in its later life, Tops code, it was still grey. We haven't found any photographs of it in its livery in between, if it carried one, but we will be producing at least 3 livery variants on this model with 2 different running numbers. These are available to order now, and the order books for these, along with the Toad, closes on the 1st of August. So moving forward one final time, we're going to take away our Loriot, and this time we are going to look at an OAA Open. Built in the 1970s, these were long wheelbase, 4-wheeled vehicles designed as an open merchandise carrier. This model, again, is a little bit of a work of art. There are a phenomenal number of extra parts on it. To show you that, I have to turn it upside down. Are you ready? Look at that. There are a phenomenal number of air brake pipes, linkages, air reservoirs and bits and pieces underneath. We have gone to absolute town on the model. It really is a little work of art. But that's not the most impressive thing. The most impressive thing is its weight. So the model weighs in at a rather tasty 75 grams. The OAA features sprung buffers and also removable NEM couplings in a proper NEM coupling mount. It will be available in a number of liveries covering the vehicle's working life. The order book is going to close in a couple of weeks' time on the 1st of July, so don't miss out on this rather fantastic wagon. So there we go, we've had a quick look at our all-new Toad, Loriot Y and OAA wagons, and as you have found out, all of these would be suitable for the 1980s and very early 1990s, so you really have no excuse not to order one. The Toad and Loriot order books will close on the 1st of August, and the OAA is closing very soon on the 1st of July. Head over to our website at www.rapidotrains.co.uk or visit any of our official retailers to order yours now, and don't delay.